As we know, Python programs generally run in a sequence, executing statements one after the other in order they appear in the code. However, there are some exceptions and nuances to this, but we're just going to look at it in that particular manner. So I'm at the moment looking at simulation.py. In a sequence, we've got comments on the top, which are which we know they are comments because they've got a hash to begin with. We've got variables which are set, and we've got a class QNode with a function def init inside with parameters created by id, waiting item, waiting time, and item in the basket. Now there are multiple different functions, as we can see: reset data structure, which we'll go through deep dive inside it, change settings, and many others. But there's quite a lot going on over here, and it's a really very busy script. Quite a lot is going on. So how do we read it more conveniently? What I would recommend is, on my PyCharm, collapse all the functions so that you can make it read it a lot easier. So the way I would do it on my system is I would hit Control Shift and minus, and there you have it. The comments have been collapsed, the class is collapsed, and all the functions over here. It makes it a lot easier to decipher. So when we know that the Python code gets executed in the sequence from top to bottom, we know the variables are going to be set, the class is going to be created, the functions and methods are going to be created, and in the end we've got an if condition. So what exactly triggers this particular function? How exactly does this function get run? So when we run python simulation.py, the script gets executed. Before we deep dive further into QSimulator, I want to have a look at this particular common construct. Now, what is this underscore name is equals to main construct? Do we need this? Let's try to remove it. If we know the functions are going to be executed in a sequence, why can I not just do this? Would this actually still run? Let's give it a go, and surely enough, yes, it does. So it's functioning exactly as before. So why did the author of this particular script add this particular condition, if name is equal to main? As mentioned before, this particular underscore name is a special built-in variable in Python. When Python script is executed, Python sets the underscore name variable to underscore main. If the script is being run directly, if the script is being imported as a module into another script, Python sets underscore name to the name of the module. So let's have a look at this one. Just for an example purpose, I'm just going to create a new script. Let's call it main.py. Over here, I just want to run a simple instruction, main.py script. And all this script does is, when we execute it, is just print whatever the instruction it had. So it performs whatever the instruction has been given, which is to print this main.py script. And we can see it over here. Let's say if I wanted to use any particular function within simulation.py, I wanted to use QSimulator over here, and it should be executed at a particular instance. The way I would do that is I would import simulation. Now let's see what's going to happen when I try to trigger this. An unexpected, unintentional behavior has occurred. I wanted to import simulation, but I did not want this to be executed now. I wanted it to print this statement first, and then I wanted to perform the QSimulation function, which is this one. So this is an unexpected behavior. I did not want the QSimulator to be triggered first. I wanted it to be triggered after this particular message of mine. So why did that happen? As you can see, when I run this, the import of the simulation has actually triggered this particular complete script. To ensure that this does not happen, we have this particular function, this particular construct, where we add this condition: if the name is equals to main, only then trigger the Q simulator, otherwise do not. And therefore, when I try to trigger this once again, main.py, you can see this main.py script has been triggered first. This instruction has been triggered first, although it has imported it has triggered print first, and then it's going to run the Q simulator.